Today, we are diving into absolutely electrifying films that will grab you by the eyeballs and refuse to let go. No more scrolling, just incredible cinema. So, welcome back to Filmflix, and let's get into it.
They like you.
First up, let's talk about a horror movie that completely revitalized the entire possession genre for me. This isn't your typical slow burn, creaky door affair. It's a vibrant, brutal, and emotionally raw nightmare that feels like it was shot through the lens of Instagram and Panic Attack. The concept is brilliantly simple. A mysterious embalmed hand becomes a party game. Grab the hand, say "talk to me," and you're greeted by a spirit for 90 seconds of terrifying euphoria. Let go after that, and you're fine. The problem is, nobody ever wants to let go. The young cast is phenomenal, selling a friendship that feels so real you're immediately invested in their terrible decisions. It's the kind of movie that makes you shout at the screen, then immediately clutch a pillow. For a modern horror that's as clever as it is utterly chilling, you cannot miss Talk to Me.
I am the backbone of colonial America.
The tour guide.
I'm a historian.
All right, let's cleanse the palate with something so bizarre, so uniquely off-kilter, that you'll be describing it to your friends for weeks. Imagine if someone took a classic Finding Yourself trope, threw it in a blender with a Chuck Palahniuk novel, and then filtered it through the mind of Agent Phil Coulson himself, Clark Gregg, who directed this little weirdo. It follows a historical reenactor and aspiring samurai who funds his unconventional life through an even more unconventional side hustle. Without giving too much away, let's just say he frequents a very specific underground club where people pay him to, well, help them indulge certain non-sexual habits. It sounds insane, because it is, but at its core, it's a strangely heartwarming story about acceptance, family, and the bizarre ways we all look for connection. It's hilarious, it's shocking, and it has more heart than it has any right to. For a comedy that truly defies all expectations, you've got to experience Choke.
The guy you iced was a cop.
Okay, so he was a cop.
All right, let's shift into high gear now for a dose of pure, unfiltered 1970s adrenaline. This is the car chase movie that action aficionados swear by, the one that often gets overshadowed by its more famous cousins like Bullet or The French Connection, which, fun fact, shares the same producer. This gritty cop thriller follows an elite squad known for their aggressive tactics. And let me tell you, the plot is just a vehicle, pun intended, for one of the most brutally realistic car chases ever committed to film. We're talking real cars, real stunts, real consequences. The sound design alone, the screaming tires, the crushing metal, is enough to get your heart racing. Roy Scheider is the epitome of cool, calm, and collected under pressure. It's a tough, lean, mean thriller that doesn't waste a single second. If you crave action where you can practically smell the gasoline and burning a rubber, you need to hunt down the 7 Ups.
You got 20 years of days.
If you're in the mood for a cop drama that's less about good guys versus bad guys and more about the crumbling, rusted-out morality in between, I have a tour de force for you. This film is like watching 3 incredible, devastating movies expertly woven into one. We follow 3 deeply flawed NYPD officers in Brooklyn. One is desperate for money to provide for his family. Another is a deep undercover cop losing his identity. And the third is a weary patrolman just counting down the days to retirement. The cast is a knockout. Ethan Hawke, Don Chaney, Wesley Snipes, and Richard Gere are all operating at peak performance. Director Antoine Fuqua doesn't give you a single easy answer or a clean hero. Instead, he drops you into the grime and the gravity of their world and lets the tension simmer until it explodes. It's a powerful, punishing, and profoundly unforgettable look at the other side of the badge. For a crime saga with Oscar-worthy performances, you must watch Brooklyn's Finest.
No, I can't
Do it!
And finally, for the main event, a film that is not just a movie, but a magnificent intricate magic trick itself. This is a dazzling duel between two rival magicians in Victorian-era London, whose friendship shatters into an all-consuming obsession to ruin the other. The narrative is structured like a Russian nesting doll. Every time you think you've seen the reveal, another deeper layer is exposed. Director Nolan is practically winking at us, using film editing as his own form of misdirection. Hugh Jackman and Christian Bale are perfectly matched, one all flash and rage, the other quiet and calculation. And just when you think it can't get any cooler, David Bowie shows up as the real-life inventor Nikola Tesla and absolutely steals every second he's on screen. This is a film that demands a rewatch the second it ends. It is a flawless, mind-bending masterpiece. The absolute pinnacle of cinematic illusion is The Prestige. And there you have it. 5 absolutely unmissable movies to break you out of that scrolling paralysis. I want to know which one you're adding to your queue first. Let me know down in the comments if this list helped you out. Do us a huge favor and hit that like button and subscribe to Filmflix for your daily dose of movie recommendations. We're here to make your movie nights better. Thanks for watching, everyone. See you in the next one. Bye, guys.